catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight end.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Burrow looking to pass. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Ravens have got it.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, and the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the 30 on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Play action. Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle here to Brown. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson will throw again. Flush to it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jackson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Back to Brown, this time complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the